So, when you practice this, you're doing the same thing. You're lifting the energy from the solar plexus, which is the place of the sun in your abdomen, to the pineal gland of the brain, where it then opens up the right hemisphere of the brain, and then summer comes to your life. Everything that was dead bursts forth into life. All new things. You begin to understand things. You begin to understand what God is, what you are, what the universe is all about. And the things that I'm talking to you about today, it's a beautiful thing. It's no fear, it's no guilt, there's no hells or demons or devils or any of that junk that people have made up to control other people. They don't exist. They never did exist. The only devils that exist are the thoughts that are in our mind, and that's enough devil, isn't it? 90% of your brain is dormant. You only use 10%, which is the left side. And when you activate this in meditation, you start awakening brain cells at the right side. That's why Jesus said, cast your net to the right side. That's why in the book of Kings, 1 Kings chapter 6, verse, I think it was 8, it says, when they built the temple, they put the door to the holy place at the right side of the building, because they're talking about the right hemisphere of the brain. So that's overcoming. That's the wisdom. You'll get a lot of born again people and all this kind of stuff, and the fundamentalists say, well, you have to be careful. You'll open your head to all kinds of demons. Because first of all, they were taught by religion that there's demons in their heads. That's asinine. You can't open yourself. You know what that does? That type of teaching makes you afraid of yourself. And when you're afraid of yourself, how can you ever understand God, who is you? You're afraid of God. You're afraid of that which is within you because of religion and tradition. And then Jesus said, if you, when you pray, say, you want to enter into the higher mind above the realm of thought and open the right hemisphere of the brain, you say, well, I'm afraid that I can run and, open my mind or something. Jesus Christ said in Matthew 7:9, if you ask your Father for bread, he's not going to give you a stone. If you ask for fish, he's not going to send you a serpent. That's trusting. But religion is Christians themselves. They don't trust Jesus Christ. They don't trust Jesus Christ for what he said because they don't know what he said, because nobody ever stopped to look at what he said. They don't know that Jesus Christ said, don't pray to me, because he did. In John 16:23, they don't know that Jesus Christ said he wasn't going to pray for you, but he did. He said, you should go yourself to the Father. They don't know that Jesus Christ said, hey, I'm no good. He did. They don't know that Jesus Christ said that you could do better than him. He did. Go into your church and say, hey, I can do better than Jesus. They'll throw you out. But that's what Jesus came here to show you, that you can. And that's why the world is filled with the hate and the violence and the shooting and the killing and the starvation and the drugs, because people have been filled with guilt and despair instead of being filled with Jesus tried to show them, hey, you're the light of the world. He didn't say, hey, look at how great I am. He said, look at how great you are if you'll only believe. When Jesus Christ, according to the Bible, in the last supper of the Passover, in Luke 22:16 says, I will not any more eat of this until it is fulfilled in the kingdom of God. What was he talking about? What do you think? I'm on a planet somewhere? There's no planets up there with anybody living on them. That's totally contrary to what Jesus said, because Jesus Christ said not only is he in you, but in John 14:23 he says he and the Father are in you. Everything that is of God is inside of you, and you're looking outside instead of looking inside to find the truth. And Jesus says, I won't eat this Passover anymore until it's fulfilled in the kingdom. That's where the manna is. Where is the kingdom? Luke 17:21. Jesus Christ said the kingdom of God is within you. So the spiritual food, that hidden manna, is wisdom and understanding that you will receive when you turn away from looking to the outside and turn to looking in the inside. You have people saying, well, the hidden manna fell out of the sky. The Apostle Paul said you should not be a minister of the letter. You shouldn't take this stuff literally. And he tried to get us to understand these are spiritual things. This stuff is written by people from the East. I mean, they write in allegory. They write in symbols. They write in parables. And here we're sitting taking this literally. Would you take it literally if I said to you, let's go shoot the bull? Are you going to get a gun down off the rack and we're going to go out and shoot a bull? See, what a lot of you people, let me tell you something. A lot of you people, you have these new Bibles. They're trash. Absolute trash. You know why they're trash? They've tried to make this mystical, spiritual language easy to understand literally. And this is what you do. If I say to you, let's go shoot the bull, you know I'm only saying let's have a conversation. But somebody comes along and is going to make that verse easy to understand. So they'll say they went and got rifles, guns, and bullets, and then they went looking for a large black animal with horns, and they killed it. Now, what you've done, you've taken the verse, let's go shoot the bull. You've made it very clear literally. You need a gun, you need bullets, and then you go find a big black animal with horns and you kill it. But what you've done is you've missed the meaning. It doesn't mean that.